Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here to interview Joyce today and how she come to Jackson Springs in Town and Country area and how long she's been here. So here's Joyce for our interview for this month.
Well, I came to Tampa in 1990, and I actually came here as a result of my husband being transferred in 1989. He worked for U.S. Airways, which is now American Airlines, and I stayed in Pittsburgh for a year because I had a very good job with Westinghouse, and my friends were there, and I really didn't want to come to Tampa. But after a year of commuting back and forth on weekends, I decided it was time to come to Tampa. So I moved here in 1990, and I've been here, well, I guess, 26 years.
Yeah.
Yes. So I grew up in a small town about 30 miles outside of Pittsburgh. Went to McKeesport High School, graduated in 1957. Started to work for Westinghouse in 1957 after I graduated. I had a long career with them, 38 years actually. After high school, like I said, I worked for Westinghouse. Started out as a secretary in the engineering department. Got promoted to work as the secretary for the manager of the whole plant. He encouraged me to go to school. I went to community college, got my associate degree. After that, I went to Robert Morris, and I got my BA degree in business administration. Took me 8 years doing it at night school, but I did it, and it was probably one of the biggest achievements of my life. With the help of my husband, my support and help of my husband and my family. They helped me an awful lot to get through this, holding a part-time, full-time job and going to school at night.
Yeah.
After I got my degree, they promoted me into a professional position, and I became a buyer contract administrator at Westinghouse. I left my job, of course, in 1990 when I moved to Tampa. But fortunately, there was a small Westinghouse division in Oldsmar, and they picked me up right away. And I worked there for 11 years in the purchasing department, and I retired in 1998. I had 30 years and the right age, so I did retire in 1998. And that's when I started to do some volunteer work at Town and Country Hospital, which is now Tampa Community Hospital. So I've been volunteering there for almost 20 years. I also volunteer at Traveler's Aid at the airport, and the Friends of the Library at the Paula Library, Town and Country Library on Paula Drive. I really enjoy the volunteering.
Very good.
And of course, I started to come here at the Exercise Center over in Hanley probably in 2000, 2001. When we moved here, my mom had moved down here with us. So my mom was with me for 11 years, and she passed away in 2001. And then that's when I started to pick up with the exercising over at Hanley.
Well, that's good. And yeah, we've come to Jackson Springs here, and you're involved in a lot here, and that's how I met you, was through walking classes and
Right.
at the library, and walking classes here, and line dance, and then you're in the exercise group that meets here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, and that's interesting, in that you do all of this volunteer work, you know, and how you got your education with your family and all the help of them, and that's wonderful, you know. It takes, what is it, a community to help all this. So.
Takes a village, as
It
they
takes
say.
a village.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we thank you. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell
Well,
us, and how
let's
you
see.
come about getting invited to the exercise group? Did you see it advertised? Or?
Well, just some of the friends that I volunteered with told me about it, so I became involved in it that way, and I've really enjoyed it. I come as much as I can with all my volunteering, and I do participate in all the trips. I love the trips that Tina sets up from September to May.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and I think we all enjoy those, and it's different, and we would probably never went to a lot of locations if it hadn't been for the planning.
Right.
And the people that's on her committee with her planning this and
Right.
giving her ideas, and that's what we need to do, and that's what we're here for.
Right.
And this is one of the things, is to put this out on the website and get to know each other a little bit better.
Right.
And how you come to go, and to really put this out there, that there is a lot here to do here.
Right.
And soon we're going to have a new bunco class that's going to be starting next month. And there's just all kinds of things. You know, Mahjong is played here, and just different card games of the week, and the different potlucks and the little luncheons. And like today, we had a wonderful little celebration of the line dance that met here for Halloween. You know, there was just some snacks and little treats brought in, and that's wonderful, you know. And we do enjoy this facility, and it's beautiful here, so.
Yeah, it's very interesting because, I mean, I always had a career, and I wasn't fortunate enough to have children, so I always had a career. And actually, my work and my social life was all tied up together because the people I worked with were my friends who I did fun things with. So then after I retired, I thought, you know, I'm really a people person. I need to get involved in things. And so that's how I started to volunteer and how I got involved in the exercise program.
We thank you, and we've enjoyed this, and it's been wonderful meeting you and enjoying you, and on some of the trips also, you know.
Yeah.
And thanks for this interview, and this is good to put out. So we thank you, and have a nice day.
Okay, thank you, Donna.